With the season of The Chosen, Bungie is bringing back some Destiny 1 classics. The Palindrome, Shadow Price, and the Swarm are returning as loot from Nightfalls, and as the time-honored tradition of Destiny states, we must speculate. What are these weapons going to be like? Are they going to be similar to the D1 versions? Let's get into it. By the way, I wanted to shoot some baddies with these guns, and check this out. I still have my Dark Beyond checkpoint after all these years.
We've woken the hive.
First up, let's talk about the Swarm. Unfortunately, I didn't keep a Swarm D1 for one reason or another, but I do have a Bread and Mart stand, which is the same archetype. LMGs in Destiny 1 were pretty dang strong, and this archetype is no exception. I think it's safe to assume the archetype going into D2 will remain the same at 360 RPM, a low rate of fire that really requires those precision hits to be effective. Being a lower fire rate, the strength of these LMGs is their range and accuracy. The 7th Seraph Saw is the only current machine gun with this archetype right now, with the others being Fixed Odds and Bane of Sorrow, which are all sunset. Next up, Shadow Price. A grizzled vet of the Destiny 1 game and Deej's favorite, this auto rifle falls into the 450 RPM archetype. Think 7th Seraph Carbine, Braytech Werewolf, and Tiger's Bite. As of now, these are pretty weak in PvP and don't even see a whole lot of use in PvE. That being said, Shadow Price does have extremely controllable recoil and a respectable amount of range, so it may very well be the best 450 RPM archetype when it releases.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Finally, the one we're all thinking about, the Palindrome. Amongst the hand cannon heavy metas in Destiny 1's history, both 1 and 2, there have been many players on the scene. In the later years of Destiny 1, however, as far as legendary hand cannons, you either saw Ias Luna or Palindrome. They're both 140 RPM hand cannons and both exhibited an abundance of range, which put them head and shoulders above the rest, and I expect to see more of the same in Destiny 2. The other defining trait of Palindrome was its very vertical recoil, especially compared to Ias Luna, and I expect this to carry over to the D2 version as well. With both of these characteristics, I expect to see Palindrome join Dire Promise in being a staple legendary hand cannon. That being said, I don't know if it'll be nearly enough to upset the dominance of 120s right now. Now the one thing that could change everything is the possibility of having brand new perks on these weapons. We saw this in Beyond Light, and we'll see whether we see it in Season of the Chosen. If these weapons are able to roll with some really strong perks, it could be enough to push them into prominence. Let us know in the comments what you think these new old weapons will be like, or if you've acquired them, tell us your experience. Also, let us know what legendary weapons you want to come back from D1. Babe picked Grasp of Malok, and I went with the Y09 Longbow Synthesis. Take her easy, buds.